Hello everyone. It is Saturday afternoon, July 14th in Hong Kong, 2012. And I've been reading and listening to lots of videos and educating myself about transhumanism and the 2045 Global Future Conference that was held in Russia. And I just want to point you guys into this direction so you can learn about some of the research that's going on, because it is really important and we can't just be flat earthers sidelined by Yahoo, you know, celebrity stories, because this will affect everyone, or maybe it is affecting everyone now. So here's the guy's name, and he is a researcher in brain research, and he started something called SIM, that is substrate independent minds. That means you upload your mind to a substrate like a computer processor or some other viable machine or something where you can upload yourself, your personality, your brains, your consciousness. And this is not science fiction, it's actually, they're doing it now in ways we might not even know. So in this article, and you can find it by typing in his name and a window of opportunity, because he says now is the time to do this. Things might change where we aren't able to do it anymore. And some people think this is all about having a better world, longer life, immortality, living forever. And I don't know if it's really for everyone, because do you really think that they want to allow people who are dumbed down, or, you know, problems with medical problems and all that, do you really think they want to emulate the brains of everyone and allow them to live forever? It doesn't even make sense. But he's a really friendly guy, and he's charming, smiley, but I don't know, I find this a bit scary. Live longer, better, being more adaptable. So if you're substrate independent, that means if there's radiation or you go into space, you're in kind of a robot situation or in a computer. Your consciousness is in a computer. Can you imagine? I don't know how it'll work exactly, but will you be able to sleep? Will you eat? No. Will you love? I mean, how is this going to work? But it's moving forward, believe me. You can look up on Wikipedia, mind emulation, brain emulation, mind uploading, carbon copies. That's one of his websites. And just go down here. So he has these requirements, and I haven't really read those carefully, but I've listened to him speak on the video that I'm going to show you in just a minute. Machines and minds, an opportunity to take while we have it. Okay, and you can download this PDF form, and you know, it might be great to download it and give it to some people to read and then talk about it later. I'm all for these study groups, knowledge groups, but I haven't done it either. No one's interested in what I'm interested in. So let me just show you the video. It's right here. Okay, and this video, to pay attention to some things that he says. What he says is that the way to do it is with nanotechnology and nanowires. Nanowires do exist. They've been created, invented by New York University. It's just that they don't branch out, and they take up a lot of space in the brain. He talks about experimenting on biology. I wonder if that is us. I mean, here we are available, and they can spray nanotechnology in the skies and sees what happens to us. Oh, I just have this idea that maybe when these nano wires integrate into our bodies. I wonder if they can tell any changes when we go through the body scanners. Huh. That's my question for the day. Suddenly they rolled those out, you know? Okay, and then also he talks about molecular ticker tape where DNA can be written on, and that's some research being done at some university. And now that they have the laser that can read your read your molecules from a distance of 150 feet or 160 feet using a laser, if they can use a laser to read your molecules, they can probably use a laser to write on your DNA from a distance. This is nanotechnology. So I'm going to let you listen to this right now and hear what he says about nanowires. And if you have nanowires poking out of your body, little tiny hair like smaller than hair like size, because nanotechnology is like 1,000 times a hair, width of a hair, human hair. Maybe you want to get your tinfoil hat, because with satellites and things, they can actually do remote neural monitoring. They can do so much we don't even know. So we have to educate ourselves, I think. Okay, listen to what he has to say.
Functionally, you also have a few different ways of going about things. There's a general idea of hierarchical measurement that we call the Democ's tree for demultiplexing, and a specific implementation of that one is where Rodolfo Linas came up with the idea of making nanowires that you could push through the capillary system in the brain so that it reaches every neuron and can measure from them. The nanowires actually exist. They've been developed at the New York University School of Medicine, but there is still no way of actually getting them to branch like that. And also, they consume a lot of volume in the brain, which is a bit of a problem. On the other hand, you again have a biological approach, just like I was just saying about Anthony Zador. The good thing about biology is that you can easily apply it en masse in large amounts, and also it's already at the right scale. So there's this thing called the molecular tinker tape, which is a project that Ed Boyden at MIT and George Church at Harvard University, Conrad Gording at Northwestern, and Halcyon Molecular also working on, which is the idea that inside the neurons you can record voltage events with voltage-gated channels, and you can affect the writing on a DNA being used as a medium for putting information on it, telling you when an event occurred. And all you have to do is pluck out that DNA and sequence it, and you know when activity has been going on. So you can do this in many neurons at the same time. The problem with this approach is that biology is still kind of difficult for us to work with as an engineering project. There's a lot of random searching around for the right tools to use. What we'd really like to do is work at the cellular scale and be able to engineer to our heart's delight, and that's...
Yeah, they want to be able to engineer to their heart's delight on the cellular level. Well, probably they are. Okay, here's the site. It's Global Future 2045, and there's so many speakers. Listen to them. It's really, really fascinating. So, transhumanism and the singularity is part of our life right now. Our computers, our smartphones, our everything that's happening is an unstoppable force, and I think they call it the harmonic convergence or convergence of all these technologies, which will result in the singularity. And there's even a book called How to Tell Your Kids About the Singularity, because it's coming, but most people don't even know because they're a bit distracted. And I think that iPet Goat 2 is kind of a wild goose chase. In some ways, I think that people are going to end up spending so much time on that, like trying to figure out what it means, and when it's really basically simple, and might make us get our minds off of something else more important. But thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy going to this site 2040 GF 2045 and listening to some of the speakers, because we might be the lucky ones who don't want to have our minds uploaded into a substrate, even if it can be done. I don't know. That could be a horrible kind of hell, to live forever inside of a computer. Who's going to turn you on? Interesting. I don't know. Thank you for watching. God bless you and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.